Roslyn has a passion. When she speaks, she just really brings the audience in and holds your attention. And I could have sat and listened to her for hours more. It was so enlightening and enjoyable to hear her speak.
So you're probably thinking something like, my God, who are these people? How did they survive? How did they meet? How is any of this even possible? Well, usually when I share their incredible stories of survival and triumph, people say things to me like, boy, were they ever lucky. Talk about coincidence.
Really?
I say, really? Was it really just luck and coincidence that both my parents should survive in the most extraordinary ways you're about to discover?
I was absolutely riveted. It's an amazing story. I cried. It's a wonderful story of courage and determination, and I think everybody should hear this.
I think all students, high school, middle school, universities, should have the opportunity to hear her tell the story of her parents and what life was like in prior generations.
Imagine watching them being taken away, having no clue where they're being taken and if she'd ever see them again.
What was amazing is that she connected with the students. We had students, as I said, from grade 10 and 11, and how she spoke was so touching to them as well, and it's easily understood by the students.
On February 14th, my fourth period class was shot into by a crazy gunman, and he injured several students and killed 2. And we've been grappling with how to deal with this, and one of the things that we had for healing was to invite Roslyn Franken to come speak.
My parents are incredible role models for all of us. We can follow in their footsteps by approaching life with that same faith and fortitude instead of constant fear. That same positivity and perseverance instead of constantly throwing ourselves a big old pity party, the poor me attitude, right?
And just an incredible story of perseverance, the inspiration to do the right thing, to continue on in the face of tragedy, in the face of cancer, and just to live life to the fullest with everything that they're given.
My name is Isabella Wydick. I just heard Roslyn speak, and it was really inspiring, motivating. It was an amazing story about her parents, and thank you very much for speaking in my class about it. It really helps after everything that just happened at my school.
And she was just amazing. The kids were very enraptured by what she says. Any little bit of healing helps, and Roslyn Franken did a lot of healing today.
So if you ask me, what was it that allowed them to keep fighting, to keep going, despite all their hardship and suffering? And I'm not talking just about day in, day out, or even month after month. I'm talking year after year. I would tell you, it was because of a powerful combination that I call might, miracles, and triumph of the human spirit.
Roslyn, that was the most amazing story. Thank God I had some tissues. I just appreciate you sharing what your parents have done for so many of us to inspire us and remind us to never ever give up and look for the little miracles every day because they're all there. We just have to find them. So thank you, Roslyn, from Joanne.
My dad decides it's time. He goes to Holland because he wants to meet my mother and see if the chemistry is as strong in person as it is on paper. Well, needless to say, the sparks were flying, and they knew there was no turning back. Now you think, after all she'd been through and suffered, how easy would it have been for her to feel like a victim, to feel sorry for herself? Not my mother. What did she do? She pointed to the tattooed number on her arm from the camps, and she said to the surgeon, she said, Hitler didn't get me, my cancer won't get me, I have too much to live for. That was my mother. I'm sitting there, I'm 29 years old. I'm full of plans and hopes and dreams for my future. This cancer thing is not part of my plan here. But as I started going through my treatments, I started to turn towards my parents. I started to think about all they went through, and I turned to them as inspiration in my own fight to beat my cancer and overcome many other obstacles since then.
And so we should never say that we can't do something, and never, ever, ever give up. And that was our message tonight. And we as a people should never, ever give up, but enjoy the day God has given us. It is a gift.